Hello, you beautiful creatures. My name is Alexandra with This is Improv, and today we are talking about failure. So scary. Why are we talking about failure? Well, when you practice improvisational theater, you're gonna fail. You're gonna fail a lot. And it's okay, because from those failures sometimes birth the most beautiful scenes I have ever seen. So what does it mean to fail? Failure is when you are unable to complete, right? Failure is something you feel emotionally. Failure is that gut feeling of maybe I'm gonna throw up, maybe I have to go to the bathroom because I did something wrong. Failure can also be equivalent to guilt. In life, we do things that might be wrong. We do things that we thought we would be able to do, but we're not able to complete. And other people are also involved. So we feel that guilt with the failure. And that's really the part of failure that's the worst, is that you feel guilty that you weren't able to complete it, or you feel disappointed in yourself for not being able to support your fellow teammates. And that's okay. That is going to happen so many times in your life, but know that with that guilt and with that self-disappointment, you're learning. You are learning through this crazy game of life, right? When we teach improv, the first thing we say is that you are in a judgment-free artistic space. So you can create these amazing worlds full of giant robots and flying monkeys and cars that can go underwater, and you're not wrong. This is the reality you are creating. And we always push the fact that you are not wrong because you're creating the reality yourself. So who am I to judge you for creating something that was in your head in the first place? So in improvisation, when we fail, there is always a recovery. I promise. It's okay. If you were to say, hey, Uncle Joe, can you please hand me that butterfly pendant over there? Oh yeah, sure, Sally, no problem. Do you want the blue one or the pink one? Oh, no, that's fine. I'll just take the other one, Uncle Ed. You know, Sally, I hate when you confuse me with your Uncle Ed. I know we're twins, but do we see what happened? She switched the names, but who do you have there? Another person there who has your back and saved the scene. Is it a bad thing that Sally messed up calling Uncle Joe Uncle Ed? No, it adds to the scene. Now we've established that these characters are twins. That gives them more to play with. How do we learn from our failures? It's a hard pill to swallow because, unfortunately, I have to be the bearer of bad news and tell you that you are going to fail in your life. Everyone fails at some point. Is it a bad thing? Sometimes it will greatly affect you. Sometimes it will greatly affect your life. But if you take that failure and you process that failure and you evaluate that failure, you're learning from it. You might make that mistake at another time, in another place, with other people. Are you learning from it? Is this failure something you can learn from? Yes. Because Sally messed up the name of Uncle Joe with Uncle Ed, all she has to do now is say, okay, maybe I should repeat names in my head when I go on stage. Was it a terrible, awful, no good failure? No, it was a simple name change. But because we are people, because we are humans, the player who played Sally is probably going to go home tonight, sit in their bed, go get all cozy, and then right when they're about to fall asleep, go, oh my God, I can't believe I called him Uncle Ed. And it's gonna happen. But what are you gonna do? It's over. So all you can do is learn from the failure. Take it in. What was the failure? The failure was that I messed up. I did something wrong. I let you guys down. I didn't turn my paper in on time. I didn't say the right thing. I made them upset. I was late. All of these things are failures in our society. So understand what the failure is. Then what do? You process it. Okay, how did that happen? How did I get to this point, and how did I not complete this? I couldn't turn in my paper because I had to feed the dog, and after I fed the dog, she threw up, so I had to clean it up. I didn't get to the office in time because there was a car accident on I-95 and I just couldn't make it. I was in a scene with my scene partner and I totally messed up the scene. I said no to them during the scene. I switched to the location. It was awful. Now that we've identified the failure, now that we've said, okay, I messed up. Okay, how can I do this better next time? How can I go about it differently next time? Because there's no way to go around life perfectly. Life is the biggest improvisation game you're ever gonna have. Because you don't know where you're going, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what people are gonna say, you don't know how people are going to react. Is that your fault? No. You're not psychic. I mean, you could be psychic. If you're psychic, you maybe should have seen it coming. I don't know. But we're gonna fail. And you have to accept it. There's no other way. Because if you do not accept your failures, if you deny them, or if you hone in on them and obsess over them, you're only hurting yourself. And we do not want you to hurt yourself. We want you to progress as yourself. We are all sponges and we take things in and we keep them in because they get soaked in. And it's not always the right choice. You need to take care of yourself just as much as you take care of your favorite pair of socks, your favorite shirt, your favorite film, your favorite video game. You need to have as much precious time with yourself as you do with those things in life. And if you can't let go of how you failed and how badly you did in whatever it was, it could be as simple as tripping someone on accident and now it's just stuck in your head. You need to accept that it happened. I want you guys to think back to when we talked of play, right? In life, you need to do what you do in improv. You need to be present, lean in and let go, accept the gifts that are given to you, say yes and then just live. Just experience it. When we are present and in the moment, we are able to identify things that go on in our life. When we lean in and let go of situations, we are letting go of our past insecurities and leaning into what is happening right now. When we accept the gifts that are given to us, we can expand our fun. We can expand the play. We can take in all of this information and create new things from it. Learn about people and accept what is happening. When we say yes to life, when we say yes to work, when we say yes to a scene, we are saying yes for ourselves, to make it easier for ourselves. Because who are we to say no to something that we haven't even evaluated yet? We haven't even explored it yet. And when we say and, we're adding on to that new experience that has just come into our lives, our work, our school, our plays. So your failure is not the end of the world. Your failure is a tool. Take your failure, control your failure, accept your failure because it happened and you can't take it back. Can you make the failure useful? Yes. You know, we always say in improvisation to just go with the flow, everything's gonna be fine. And that's because it's true. In improvisation, we have a focus. Every game has a focus, it has a tool, it has a purpose. Because each game is meant for people to learn, people to grow, and for people to just have fun and let go of what's happening in their life at the moment. To become that other person in a world of space monkeys who are trying to save Earth. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end of the video. I hope that you guys learned something from learning from your failures, because it's okay. I'm gonna say it again. It is okay to fail. It is a good thing to fail. It is an art to fail. If you love all things improvisation, please make sure to subscribe. And if you would like to sign up for any improv classes, go to www.thisisimprov.com and sign up for kids, teen, and adult drop-in classes. Or we have sketch writing, or corporate team building, or improv for life. If you like histories, mysteries, and ghost stories of specifically Florida, we have that on our podcast. This is Legends of Yesterday, where we talk about all of that and much, much more. If you have any stories of your own, please make sure to send it to one of the emails linked down below. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, and glorious rest of your day, you beautiful creature. My name is Alexandra with This Is Improv. I will see you again next time. Goodbye.